Hey YouTube, this is Guillaume de Villeneuve here, live from Dublin in Ireland, and since it's my first Facebook video, I decided that I should probably talk about something meaningful, and so today I'm going to discuss this Kony 2012 campaign that seems to have popped up online overnight and seems to be trending, especially on Facebook. I have an enormous amount of friends who have, shared the video that's going around, and who are apparently, trying to share the word. I mean, I don't have any problems. I don't have any problems with that really, but to me, this just seems to be another one of these, Facebook fads, where people just want to fill up their wall a little bit, or make it look like make it look like they genuinely care about the world, around them. I suppose maybe I should start explaining to people who haven't heard of it who exactly Joseph Kony is. He is the leader of the Lord's Resistance Army in Uganda, and they seem to be going around in Uganda recruiting, mostly by force, child soldiers to take part in active combat, and also to be murdering civilians in native African countries. The child soldier issue is, it's an important issue, and it's important to talk about it. But I just don't feel that some people care about it as seriously, as others. Some people have been actively, taking part in organizations and charities that condemn child soldiers, for years. They've been at this a while others have just discovered this, Kony individual overnight on Facebook, and they just decided, yeah, okay, let's just like this. Child soldiers are pretty bad, so let's just like this and make it look like I care. And in a few weeks, maybe even a week, they won't even remember this Kony guy's name. They'll just be back to doing whatever they're doing, and the issue of child soldiers, it'll have just been tossed in, it'll have just been tossed into the trash can, really, and they won't even remember it. So that's why I'm kind of, even though I care about what's happening to child soldiers, I just don't like the way this is treated as a fad on Facebook and online in general. The issue of child soldiers has been going on for absolutely years, and people are treating it as this issue that's suddenly come to light that nobody knew about, but it's been going on for years. This Lord's Resistance Army run by this individual Kony, it's been going on for years as well, and nobody was talking about it apart from governmental associations and some affiliated organizations. And now suddenly people start talking about it online. Everybody has become a professor with a PhD on the life of Kony and his organization. Everybody has become an expert on child soldiers. Everybody's condemning it, and when for most people, it's just a fad. I mean, of course, there are people who genuinely care about it, and who want to share it and discuss it with others. But I think it's safe to say that for a majority, it's just an excuse to fill up their Facebook page, their MySpace page, or whatever page they have, and to make it look like to friends and people on the outside that they care about the world, that they care about the world outside their bedroom. And but I think for them, it's an issue that will be forgotten within the space of a few days, a week maximum. So if people want to highlight the issue of child soldiers, and if people want to make this Kony guy famous, then let's start a big campaign, and let's start talking about it for months on end. Let's organize protests. Let's actively do something about it. But don't we shouldn't just let it turn into one of these Facebook events that lasts a few days. Everybody sheds a few tears, everybody shares a few anecdotes, everybody insults each other, everybody condemns each other's views, and then the thing just disappears. So I think this is something, if people really care about this issue, then let it be something that lasts, but not something that just, not just another Facebook fad that people, you know, forget about in a few days, because you know, it is an important issue. It's not that I don't care about it, but I just find it a bit ridiculous that, you know, all of a sudden everybody is, you know, everybody is clutching their rifles and, you know, treating this issue as if it's an issue that, you know, has only just arisen overnight, and that this Kony has just, you know, has just suddenly appeared. He hasn't, you know, he's been here for a while, and I think, you know, people need to know and be aware that this is an issue that's been going on for, you know, absolutely ages, and it's an issue that for the moment, you know, there's been no improvement in, because there's nothing really you can do. You know, they'll always find child soldiers. This organization will keep going. You know, it's not a simple Facebook campaign that will stop this Kony, you know, stop this Kony from doing what he's doing. So I'll be interested to hear your views about what you think, and your views about my opinions myself, because I know, you know, quite a few of you maybe don't agree with me. Maybe you think this is an issue that people genuinely care about, and, you know, I'm open to different people's opinions on the subject. So let's try and get a little YouTube debate going about it, and see how people feel about it. Does anybody agree? So yeah, let's just get a good conversation going. Okay, thanks guys, see ya.